Well, I hope this is recording. So, I was sitting at home and I just felt locked up, you know? I haven't been doing very good lately, so I thought I'd take a walk, contemplate some things, and, well, as you haven't heard from me in a while, I thought, you know what, I'll just grab my GoPro and take you with me. I guess I'm just troubled with a few things. So I'll just show you that's the village I come from. Well, the entrance to the village where I come from. And this is Lissa, a small town near the coast. Lots of bulb fields. It's very cold and, well, what you'd expect from fall. There's not a single flower left. It's all bulbs in the ground, and they will come up again in spring, which is a beautiful sight, but I'll show you by that time. To be honest, I'm a little troubled about how my life is going and the whole YouTube thing, paranormal community and everything. It just feels like, well, sometimes it feels lonely. I just have specific knowledge about things, and, well, it's hard when people can't accept that. Sometimes it seems like no matter how hard I try, it just falls to pieces. A couple of years ago when I started YouTube, it was all clear to me what I wanted to do, what I had to do. Now, I'm just tired, to be honest. There's a lot of things going on in my life, and, you know, I don't really know what to say. But I'll just walk into this forest here. What's that little red light there? Wonder. Oh, I'm not sure if it is open. There's a bike here. Is that a clock? Yeah. Okay, well, guess I'll just go this way. I don't know if you can see anything, but it's pretty dark. There's not much difference between light and dark in a forest. Some people think it's scary, but it's really just the forest. But it's dark. And it's an easy path, so It's not like I could get lost in this place. But I thought it would be nice to just soak up a bit of nature. It's been raining, so the smell is absolutely amazing. You know, when I started YouTube, or well, actually before I started YouTube, I felt like I could do anything. But the deeper I went into YouTube and into the communities that I experienced, the harder it got. As you may know, I'm not someone who likes to be negative or aggressive. I am when I have to. I don't scare that easy. But I try to heal. I'm not someone who destroys. But my energy, it's just not forever, you know? It runs dry. And people might think that I'm all about exorcisms and demons and all that stuff, but I'm not. I am, however, about the spiritual. I am a spiritualist to the core of my very being. But I feel out of touch. Well, anyway. I think I'll take a rest here. When I look for jobs or I try to fit into this society, it just seems to backfire every time. Maybe I should have just kept quiet. Just stayed in the shadows. It seems no matter how hard I try, it's only temporary. I just try to bring a little love in the community and be there for those who need me. Things are tough. And yes, I do know about these spiritual things like exorcism or angels or God, or, well, what we call God. But it's hard. I'm not sure if there's anyone out there that actually understands me or knows what and how I feel. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of you that I absolutely adore. You're great. And you know who you are. You've always been there for me, and I've always been there for you. We're friends. But it's hard being me. I thought that I was blessed, but the longer I walk my path, the more it seems like a curse instead. That was interesting. Might be a few foxes, but I just hope that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I guess it's time for me to go back. My cat's home alone as well. I'm not even sure if I'm uploading this. Maybe I'll edit it, or maybe I won't upload at all. And I hope to God that I do not step into some kind of pond or anything that I'm absolutely not seeing. My eyes got a little used to dark now, but still. It's a small forest near Keukenhof, but it's nice. Wait, I think this leads deeper in. And wait, because that's the road. Oh, I got in deeper than I thought. Well, further away, at least. It's a good thing this forest is small, because I have a knack for getting lost. I'm not one for orientation. Obviously. Yeah, as I have said many times, I'm not a paranormal researcher, but I research if it is paranormal. If someone has a haunting or they suspect a haunting, then yes, I will do my investigation. I will use my EMF meter. I will use a ghost box even. But I didn't start out with the ghost box. I did it with other tricks. I learned things that were passed down from generation to generation, and I'm not sure how many generations, but eventually it was passed on to me. A little trick that I might tell you, which can come very handy when you're doing a paranormal investigation, and that is by putting a broom next to the door. And now I've had it a couple of times that the broom would fall down. To make a long story short, wow. To make a long story short, the broom fell sometime when I was undressing myself, and I wondered why, because there was nothing in front of it, nothing near it, there was no reason for it to fall down. And when I turned around butt naked, I saw this person watching me undress, because I was getting ready for a shower. So he looked straight in, and when the broom fell, I knew there was an uninvited guest, or so what I was taught. And this doesn't just work, I think it's this beneficent spirit or guide or guardian or whatever you like to call it, showing you that there is an intrusion of your privacy, of your space. But anyway, I saw this guy looking at me, and quickly he turned his head, because I quickly turned my head to the spot where you would have a view in my window. This guy was painting his roof, so he was on a ladder and he could peek in over my cherry tree. But I only noticed because my broom fell. So yeah, that's a little trick. But that's one case where that happened, and where this broom proved to be very useful. It's a sign of intrusion. But what I mention now, this is just one thing. Just one thing. There's so much out there. I don't think anyone would believe me. And as I said, that's hard. And it can feel very lonely at times. Maybe it's just a little babbling, but well, it's for you to decide. So, yeah, where do I go from here? Do I continue this madness called YouTube? This race of pride, this race between investigators fighting each other over who is right, who is fake, who is crazy. Some people might actually think that I don't belong in the paranormal. Well, maybe I don't. Truth is, we all have our ways dealing with the paranormal. And some are very complex, very knowledgeable, and some are just running around with a ghost box, seeing ghosts and specters around every corner. I mean, I haven't seen debunking in a long time. Well, of course, with a ghost box, it's hard to debunk. As I said in my series, it's something that was intended to prove communication with spirits. But sometimes I can be a real dick. There's no other word for it. I can be a real asshole when it comes to evidence or proof of spirits. When I say the number 7 is related to angels, that is what I know about the number 7. And I truly do believe that they watch me and they listen to me if I ask for their help. It's a nice car. Very beautiful. I bet Phil would like it. I think it was an Opel. Well, what do I know? Where do I go from here? Besides going home. I just don't know anymore. The only thing I want is to help. And that is something genuine. I don't mind, or I don't care if you're dead or alive. I just want to help. And believe it or not, I know how. And some of you may agree, some of you may not agree. But at this point, I don't really care that much anymore. I've tried. Maybe it's time to step down and let the pros handle this. I don't know. I'm just a human being. I get tired. I get depressed. I always try to lighten the mood. I always try to fight the darkness inside of man. The darkness of this world, and you may call me naive, but I'm not naive. I've seen a lot in my life, and I know that there is a big evil out there. People can be mean and ruthless. And I try to fight against that. I just hope that I can change someone's mindset for the better. And I'm not sure if I'm doing this because I want to or because I can. Where do I go from here? I feel like a tree who's lost its roots. Unstable. Standing. But not much is necessary to tip it over. I love this earth. I love God. I love the spiritual. And I also love the physical. Who doesn't need a hug every once in a while? But when it comes down to it, I guess I'll just have to do this alone, as I have done for many years now. And well, just in case I do upload this, Glenn, you're awesome. Never forget that. Zara, never forget, you are awesome. I love your readings. It's just about time you should do another card reading. Jackie Moffat, you're the best. Tree hugger, Liz, I'm always thinking of you, big sis. And there's so many more of you. Iron Dog, we always had fun. And if anyone watching this feels attacked, please know this, that I'm not against you. Absolutely not. Because then I would fail in my duties as a servant of God. I am not against you. I will always be with you. No matter how heated our conversations get, no matter how much I hate you, or you hate me, because to be honest, I'm not really that capable of hating. I can be angry, oh yes, but I don't like being angry. So I hope you enjoyed our little walk through the woods in the dark, through my little town, where people say hello and smile to each other. Where the bell tolls to 2 a.m. already, huh? Well, anyway, I'll see you guys around. Maybe not as often as you or I would like, but I'll be around. Keep your heart warm.